Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock Central African time. This is BTV News. We're broadcasting live from the nation's capital, Gaborone. I'm Modibile Samoka. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. President Masisi officially opened the Lubu small stock auction sale. Chach Chama initiative officially launched. Bernard Mamelodi roped in as an acting CEO of Botswana Football League. Taposa is interpreting in sign language. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Now, in our first story, President Dr. Masisi officially opened the 4th edition of the Lubu Small Stock Auction Sale, where over 400 high pedigree livestock comprising of sheep, goats and cattle were up for sale. The farm manager at Lubu says all animals lined up for the auction have passed fertility test levels, all scoring above 50%. Tests on mobility of the animals' sperm were carried out to a certain breeding capability. Meanwhile, still at Lubu Farm, 4 farmers from Rappelspan, Valhoek, Stressendam and Bokspeed in the Kalahari South District were the fortunate recipients of the bulls through the President's Bull Donation Drive. When handing over the bulls, President Masisi urged the beneficiaries to take care of the bulls so that they too can donate to other farmers in future. Mujari Mukibelo and Nomudunga compiled this one.
The bull donation drive has been a pinnacle in improving the agricultural sector of this country, the initiative being expected to enhance this nation's cattle stock by breeding high-quality beef cattle, utilizing high-quality genetics and artificial insemination as a way of producing top-tier breeding, hence empowering Botswana to elevate the quality of their livestock.
You want to move from a middle income to high income.
For Kalahari South residents are the latest beneficiaries of high-quality bulls.
And I would say, and my word of encouragement for the inspire swar on the book, my commons and overs that will understand enough work for those vehicles and more and Lucan is not making of a hell of a line pelotele, let's try to more a camo sort of Zanamopitahan, Yamasilo, remedy to order the Popola Posai or a letter of another to
Adequate land and water remains critical in increasing the nation's small stock. Amongst the donors for the bulls are Kalahari South Member of Parliament, Mr. Sam Brooks, and Member of Parliament for Molepole South, Mr. Gabo Moraing. Mujari Mukibelo, BTV News.
The Vice President, Mr. Slambatsohwane, officially launched the highly anticipated Chach Chama Fund and its guidelines today in Maung. When launching the fund, the Vice President said the fund is intended to support and transform the informal sector and make it profitable to help create more jobs. Baranyane Samakata reports.
The elderly and the young came in numbers to witness the launch of the Chach Chama Fund that is expected to transform the informal sector, more especially that small businesses has always been sidelined by financiers, despite its potential to create jobs, diversify and grow the economy.
The informal sector and many members of the community face the daily task of fending for themselves. Totagela renteri chema chemela in the process of raising income to sustain their families and their life pursuits rather. Now, government is coming up with an aid in the form of Chama Chama Fund.
The informal sector constitutes mainly the youth and women, and supporting this industry will ultimately impact the lives of Botswana.
The sector is estimated to employ about 200,000 people. I'm sure it's news to many, but believe me, it is statistics. Figures don't lie. The majority of whom are women at 70%. Bomme ke bone ba ba bonang thata mo dikgwebong tse di potana ha isale le.
Chama Chama Fund will ensure safer workplaces for the industry.
We must facilitate proper safety and health provisions and do everything possible to minimize constrained access to sufficient key production inputs, machinery and equipment. When properly and timely financed, all these combined efforts will lead to improved productivity.
Leah and CEDA agencies will be spearheading the program. The Chama Chama Fund has been awarded 500 million pula and would be audited annually to measure its impact on the locals. Maranyane Samakata, BTV News, Maung.
A popular American-based pastor who is also an author and businessman, Dr. Rodney Howard Browne, is in Botswana for a crusade. Dr. Howard Browne paid a visit to Minister of State President Mr. Kabo Moroeng this morning, where he appraised him of the nature of his tour.
Botswana is highly regarded as a Christian nation according to the country's constitution. However, the country allows freedom of religion and various indigenous beliefs. Many times, preachers, pastors, and religious communities visit Botswana for events such as gospel concerts, workshops, and evangelism. The Minister for State President, who received Pastor Rodney Howard Browne this morning, requested him to pray for the leadership of Botswana as well as the nation at large.
We have been stable for quite a long time, so continue praying for this nation so that we continue to be stable, so that we continue to be peaceful, so that we continue to live together, we tolerate each other. And of course, please pray for our government, pray for our people, so that things like the accident that recently happened, we should fight against such, so that we live peacefully in harmony and without things like these horrible accidents and so on and so forth.
During his visit to Botswana last year, Dr. Howard Browne engaged in various community development projects. He held workshops, sharing business expertise with some of locals, as well as extending financial support, which he plans to continue in this year's tour.
The church, believers who believe in God, and they actually believe that there's life after death, they believe I better serve God or do what's right with other people, that I'm not going to steal from them or whatever. So if I can get every country to focus on their national, you have all the wealth here. You have everything that you need here. So that's the message that we bring to every country, to protect your nation.
Pastor Howard Browne and his delegation will also embark on a safari adventure where they will explore the Okavango Delta.
The bus accident that have claimed lives of 45 Botswana in South Africa, as well as other accidents that happened around the country, has prompted an outpouring of grief and support for the families of the victims. In Silibepik, where the masses joined in prayer, have expressed their shock and sadness over the loss of life. Mamusi Siska with more.
gore le ha dipelo tsa rona di phatogile go le bothoko modimo o santsa o rra gore ka kwa ga lebitla ga gona le ha ile khutsafalo ga gona le ha ile leso ga gona le ha ile kutlo bothoko a modimo ne le rona tropa Silibepikwe ma Saint Ignace ba itele dipele ba rona ba tropa Silibepikwe modimo o teo ta re phimula dikeledi mo pitlagano ye mahehe.
One of the local pastors delivering a sermon offering words of comfort and encouraging faith and belief in God. More prayers and messages of condolences were shared during the memorial service.
Dipasalema tsa tafite tsa re ke tla tsholeletsa matho a me go dithabeng thuso ya metla tswa kae thuso ya metla tswa go Jehova ene e o dirile le godimo le lefatshe le tsotlhe tse di mo go lone
re ne re sa itse gore e tla re ka letsatsi le ra bo re kgobokane ka mathata pelo ya dukane ba gaetso re leboga ka mogo tšhaba le tileng ka teng le ka mogo le ile la bona go tshwanela gore mathata ke a rona rotlhe.
Following a series of road accidents claiming lives in the country since the Easter holidays, there is an urgent need for a robust campaign to sensitize publics on the safe road usage.
Go le ba ile gore go malatsinga go motho gore di palamo tsa rona tsa setšhaba bogolo yang di bus di tshabelwa ke go sha le go tsena mo dikotsing. Selo se se ne se tlwaelesega mo nakong e itileng kana mo bogologolong. Bogologolo ne go tengwana ka o se ka palama di lifti palama bus mme mo malatsing a gompieno ke itemogela gore le ha o tsamaya ka 120 bosigo ba se kgona go heta e be nyelela hape le ga gago o bo sala o ipotsa gore tota lebelo le ke lebelo la mohutamang.
This tragic event serves as a sobering reminder of how fragile life is and the importance of coming together in times of adversity. Mamusi Siska, BTV News, Silibepikwe.
Khosi Kwalahobe Mokodi of Kanye applauded the nation for honoring the National Memorial Service held across the country in remembrance of those who perished on the roads. Mokodi said it was unfortunate that the nation has suffered such a gruesome loss. Khosi
Mokodi says words of comfort can never run out for those who lost their loved ones in the accident. Since the incident was unusual, hence the nation stood still in awe of the gruesome accident.
Disihudu here. Moramo kudu ubajana alibisoko mokwena ari. Mudimu monako nye ama bote ba ele gore ba hihaletswe. Ama bote ba ele gore se mo se ba pitlagantse. Tlhokomela sana nyana la dingwaga tse 80. Umme hapela ga di itapelo tsa gago. Go bane wa go tshela ka botlhoko mme ha modimo wa me. Ha o ntse na e bosigo le motsegare.
Pastors as well as community leaders were also present to support the nation in this trying time.
Gore lo bolole hano lo tshwaragane lo sa ikgaoganya ka ditso kana ka dipuo kana ka dikereke kana ka ha lo itseng go bala baebele ka teng lo tshwaraganye lo dumalana gore modimo o mongwe hela ha tsela Botswana le lengwe hela mme ibile nako tsa gompieno ke tse di tlhokang hela gore re be re tshwaragane re lengata engwe hela ya dikgong.
Modimo wa rona ra go rapela ba bulela kgoro ba tsene mo gae rotlhe jaaka ha re ntse jana ke go tla go buledisa mewa ya bone ka bongwe hela jwa pelo re lemoga le bakereke ya Sente Enkenase gore be ba le teng modimo a ba tshegetse ka go latlhegelwa ke phuthego e kalokalo mme modimo wa kagiso ga se gore o lo latlhile
Botswana have been advised to be cautious of road accidents, especially during holidays where a lot of people travel to different destinations. BTV News, Kanye.
In the Good Hope district, more Botswana joined in the mass memorials condoling with bereaved families who lost their loved ones in the tragic accident and in other road traffic accidents during the Easter holidays. The Minister of Transport and Public Works, who is also a Member of Parliament for Good Hope Mabule, Mr. Eric Molale, was amongst the multitudes at the memorial service. He raised a concern at the high numbers of lives lost through road accidents.
Empa bogale jwa gago le ga bo ka tota bo tla tima ke mogau ga re sokologa ke ona mago a ga moruti a gore re sokologe mo ditseleng tse re di dirang ha re le mo dikoloi ga yana botlhale ga yana mokgoni ga yana yo o itseng.
And still on the National Memorial Service yesterday, different speakers at the DIKGANG main khotla stressed that working and standing together during difficult times is important as it shows compassion and love for one another.
The sadness and sorrow that had engulfed the residents of Boteti were hard to miss, as it was evidently visible on their faces. The residents who converged at the DIKGANG main khotla came out in large numbers to pay homage to Botswana who lost their lives due to road accidents over the Easter holidays.
le rona re ikgomotsa re le batho ba kgaolo ye gore se se diragetseng se ke lanta se re diragalela mme ebile re latlhegelwa ke batho ba bantsintsi re rialo re tsothe tse di mo lehatsheng di dirwa ke modimo di simolwa ke ene ebile di khutisiwa ke ene a batho botlhe ba lehatshe la Botswana ba go motsela.
The district leadership condoled with the affected families.
Mme ke batla gape go isa matshidiso ko morahing wa Bakwena ko go kgosi jaaka ile gore ile moeteledipele wa Bakwena gore le rona mo Botswana le ba dikgaolo tse di harologanyeng re na nae mo kutobothukung ntseng jalo
re le Batswana ra amegile le rumo le diragetseng go ga mamatakala go borogong jolo le thabile Motswana mongwe le mongwe ke sone se bonang gompieno kgotla le thakane e tetse mme ebile sa tala batho ba le thakane hele tetse batho ba Boteti ba tuo ha support ko Bakweneng gore nya le rumo leo la hale le thabile le rona le re thabile so go la nka gore le one population ya rona nyenyane ka 45 is a lot more Batswana.
Churches and other faith-based organizations alike are urged to keep this country in their prayers for it to continue enjoy its long-standing peace, security and tranquility. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, DIKGANG.
The World Organization for Animal Health efforts in the promotion of concepts such as zoning and compartmentalizing as well as containment zones does not only contribute to the promotion of health of animals but also unlocks the economic value of livestock and promotes sustainable production. This is according to Minister of Agriculture Mr. Fidelis Molau, who was speaking at the Centenary Conference yesterday in Gaborone.
The World Organization for Animal Health, formerly known as Office International des Epizoties, has evolved into a global institution with over 180 members. When celebrating the 100th anniversary yesterday, the Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Fidelis Molau, said that due to the restocking program that followed the eradication of certain sicknesses of cattle in 1996, they have since had an excess of 200,000 high-quality cattle in the Ngamiland region.
Africa region, FMD in particular, holds our people at ransom. We can bear testimony in our region of Ngamiland where we have in excess of 200,000 high-quality cattle, thanks to the restocking program that followed the CBPP eradication in 1996. For this reason, UO's promotion of concepts such as zoning and compartmentalization, containment zones, not only contribute to promotion of health of animals, but also unlocks the economic value of livestock and promotes sustainable production.
People are vulnerable to food insecurities, child malnutrition, and the current drought situation in many of the SADC member states. This therefore reaffirms to the region that the development of agriculture should continue to be some of SADC's priorities.
And by emphasizing the importance of multilateralism in the 21st century. This is really a time at which countries and regions should work together for the development of their societies and communities. We have long since realized that there is no country that is self-sufficient on its own, and that there is need for collaborative efforts to supplement each other in order to explore the benefits derived from sustainable utilization of our animal and aquatic organism resources.
World Organization for Animal Health has for the past 100 years been effectively involved in developing standards to improve the management of animal and aquatic health. Khorata Moranyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
You're watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now, moving on, the Good Hope District Council has been commended for continued strides to improve education in the region, especially at a time government is transitioning to a knowledge-based economy. The chairperson of the council's education committee, Mr. Chach Chama, says the council so far boasts fully fledged primary schools, including in remote areas where some schools previously had classes from standard 1 to 4. Mr. Chama gave the update during the consultative meeting at the council. Pelpududu reports.
Mr. Chama mentioned that they have set some objectives and have achieved most of them. One such achievement is the upgrading of some primary schools, a notable feat as it cements government's commitment to having quality and equitable education for all.
Thuto ya bana ba rona re na le dikolo tse leng gore dintsi di le di se fully fledged jaaka sekolo swana le sa go gopong re se atolositse ke standard 1 go tsena ka standard 7. Re sa atolositse jalo re santse re tle go dira jalo jaaka ko sekolong sa sheep farm go tswa ho re lebile le ko sekolong sengwe ke sa logagane re ke la gore tukagatse thuto ya bana ba rona e be re tukagatse le mosepele between go tswa ko magaeng a bone go a ko marutelong a bone.
Re kupile madi a kana ka 800,000 pula go simolosa project e re reng the able-bodied youth le bagolo hela ba le gore ba na le bokgoni pata ya go dira ba itirela ba itemela merogo ba itemela tsote tse leng gore di a tlhokiwa malapeng a bone e le ka yone thulaganyo ya LED or local economic development. Se re bone le hatsi ka ko tseleng gaufi le tsela ra matabama ke gone go taba re dira teng ka one madi a seng ra hilwe ke puso nya.
Good Hope District Council held this meeting with the intention to discuss what they have achieved in the last financial year and also coming up with strategies which will help improve service delivery to benefit communities.
Batotege re tsile go itsheka-tsheka gore se re neng re se solohetse go se dira ngogola re se kgonne go le kae mme segolo bogolo gore a batho ba kgaolo eno ba e leng bone ba re direlang ditiro tsotlhe re ba di direla a ba di bona a ba bona pharologanyo ya gore ke eng Good Hope District e tlhomile a ba bona tokagalo ya matshelo a bone le gore re tshwere go le kae go isa mananeo a puso ko bathong.
Re gongwe ke kope hane gore lo le bodiredi jwa council re thuseng gore re ise ditlamelo ko bathong ka nako
mme le rona ba tlotle gongwe se ka ra kgobega marapo gore o ka re re a ko motsubong a re nne re ka bukeng here ke dumela gore hanko re tswa kgakala re ka buka gompieko re go tiro ya rona e se thata mme go botlhokwa ba gaetsho gore re boe re go ikanoka le ga re tlabe ra go ira gone go baakantsa gore ra go tsamaisa council ja mo ngwageng o no a madi.
Meanwhile, improved waste collection is one objective the council has been able to deliver on.
Go tswa go ngwageng e hitileng ne ra itlama gore re tle go atolosa jang our waste collection re leke go e tokahatsa mo kgaolong mme ne ra dira go le gontsi thata ka ne ra supa gore dikoloi tsa rona ntse di tlhaela mme ne ra leka go tswela re buisana le puso ya rona mme ra helletsa ba utlwile sello sa rona gompieno a ka re bua yana re na le dikoloi tse pedi tse leng gore ke tsa tse di tlabeng di re thusa go collecta matlakala mo di-clienteng tsa rona mo kgaolong ba e leng gore ba duela mo counseleng ba kilane ba na le ngwangwara gore ra duela mme collection ya matlakala ga e diragale mme ra arabile selo se se ntseng jalo ka go nna le dikoloi tsone tse ke dumela gore ba go duela le rona be re collecta matlakala mo go bona.
During the current financial year, Good Hope District Council intends to practice strategies they have set for themselves and which will open up employment opportunities. Pel Puduhudu, PTV News, Good Hope.
Khansi District Chairperson Mr. Jeremiah Tibi says the council aims to make Khansi the cleanest township in the country, having recently embarked on the benchmarking expedition to Namibia to learn their best practices on keeping their country clean. Tibi said this earlier today during the Clean Campaign initiative in Khansi. Let's compile this one.
The national launch of the Clean Botswana initiative campaign was held on the 22nd March, and on this day, Khansi District launched their own inception of the District Clean Botswana initiative campaign.
Clean Botswana initiative ke a go rotloetsa batsa karolo botlhe go dira ditiro tse di lekang go tokafatsa bophepa jwa tikologo le tshomarelo ya yone. Bagaetso boeteledipele jwa lefatshe le kgaolo bo tshwenyegile ke mafelo a setšhaba a fetotsweng fa go latlhelwang teng matlakala a seng ka fa molaong. Matshwenyego a mangwe a akaretsa go gasagasa matlakala mo go sa laolesegeng mo mekgwatlheng, go latlhela matlakala mo mafelong a boikhutso mo ditseleng tsa rona tse di tona tse di gokaganyang metse le metsana ya rona.
Ga re ka ke ra tlhaela ga mahala re tletse kgang ya botlhokwa e tse ka tlhwagalo gantsi yo re mmone a sena le ha ile pampiri, gantsi yo re mmone a sena le ha ile plastic mo ditseleng, gantsi yo re mmone a phatshima di dustbin re bone di sena le ha ile matlakala di tlhokomelwe sengwe le sengwe se nne phepa bo phepa bo siame.
Khansi residents were urged to work together as a team in order for them to fulfill their aim of being the cleanest township.
Re bata gore gantsi a sala phatsima jaaka komoki e thajitsweng ke ngwanyana wa lekgarejwana yo ipaakanyetsang nyalo. Ke gone gore re bata gore Botswana a nne phepa e dirwa ka tsela tse di harologaneng. Lengwe la matsatsi re ta bana ba sekole ba tetse mo gantsi ba tetse go kgagae ba tetse kae ba phepahatsa gore ra go e dira ka tsela tsote go ite maikelo ke gore ha e helang teng Botswana ba le phepa.
Ba ga itse re hano ne re tsile go launcha the initiative ya kana Botswana initiative e ka yone go mo dikgaolo tse dingwe di simolotse pele ga rona, mme ke dumela gore simola mo tsatsi la gompieno go itela di 31 tsa ga May, mme ebile ke dumela gore ga go e go hela mo go di 31 tsa ga May ra go tswela pele re tlina re bona gore gantsi go nna phepa.
The cleanup campaign is expected to end on the 31st June this year. Lesomo Kwaisi, BTV News, Khansi.
The residents of Moremi and Lisenepoli villages have welcomed and applauded government's decision to connect electricity in all eligible households for free. They expressed gratitude during the consultative Khotla meetings, discussed the socio-economic issues, drought and government relief programs. The meetings were convened by Lerala Maunatlala, Member of Parliament, also Assistant Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Sethabelo Mudukanele. Karaba Mulusi filed this one.
In the wake of the negative impact of climate change and drought that limited agricultural activities, which were the economic mainstay for the local communities, free connection of electricity qualifies a fortune that will restore dignity in some households. The initiative will also reduce the economic inequalities and stimulate other revenue generation ventures. Utilizing the citizen empowerment programs offered by the government presents a refuge during these tough times.
A ke re ha moragonyana ha le rekile ra re ga o connecta motlakase wa go ntsha 5000 pula ra toga ra bua ra re wa go ntsha 2.5 tsatsi leno ra go connectela motlakase mahala hala e reng ga chama goroga liketetse Botswana re etso gampele ke one e bona seboko se se nonne
puso e dirile gore the environment in the conducive kana diemo e nne tse di siametseng kgwebo ra utlwana jaanong le ka nka bojothe gore le ipope digongwana le dire ka bojothe gore le ntshe mo lehumeng go letse go ntse go le go tlhalosiwa ka chama gore chama ya go thusa ba ba ntseng jang ba ba rile and so forth ra utlwana.
The discussion about the free connection of electricity will motivate the residents to develop the recently allocated 331 residential plots in Moremi village.
Mahala ke ona kganya re santse gore re leboga o simola ka motho a tlhokang go simola ga kae ka gore ngwe re toa ditibela ro theba o toa kuto go tsenya me wena o bona 200 pula ka kgwedi ya no ga o qualify go gona le mantu a mangwe go thoko o bata gore le wena ne le motakase a ska tsa mo ntingwe a le gone go ntse go a buelo kana ya tana mahala ne
yeo is simple no a ke ra bo setse ile gore yeo kana ke go bidiwa eng extension a ke ya no go tswa di guidelines di setse di dule ba bile ba ne ba supa le lekwalo maabane gore le go di khoteng go tadisiwa di form go di khoteng gore go na le gore go gona mosuke kae go phala tse go phawa a ke
The residents were encouraged to enroll for the new Chama Chama fund and utilize other available government programs. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Moremi.
Well, that is the news this hour. Do stay with us. Jose Gonkwe on standby to take you through the world of sport. Jose, we meet again.
Oh, yes. Good evening, Samuka. How are you?
I'm great. Take it away.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Samuka. And greetings to you all. As he has already mentioned, I'm Jose Gonkwe bringing to you Botswana Tonight Sports News. And with that, let's get straight into it. Botswana Football League has announced Bernard Mamelodi as its acting CEO for a period of 5 months until the BFA goes for its elective AGM. BFL unveiled Mamelodi today at Lekide Football Center. Klemlo Muntsusi reports.
After parting ways with our former Chief Executive Officer Senzo Mbata in February, the Botswana Football League found it imperative to reappoint Bernard Mamelodi for the position. Mamelodi has held fort as the BFL CEO before, serving from 2012 to 2017. The Botswana Football League chairperson Nicolas Zakiam says Mamelodi is the rightful candidate and will help improve the BFL office.
With very few options when it comes to such position, let's face it. We tried others. We didn't get the mileage. We thought we were going to get the mileage. We tried foreigner. We did not get the mileage. We got the expert. We were told the expert. We did not get the mileage. But between us here, we confirmed the mileage. Only now, we should learn from our past how to put situation in the right direction, in a productive direction. I rest assure you that Mr. Mamelodi is going to deliver beyond what everybody thinking, and I'm assuring you that after my meeting with him and the way we related, it's going to be positive.
For me, firstly, I'm not new to this position, so I know what it takes. You're here to serve everybody, and I'm here because I feel that I'm ready and able and willing to serve everybody. I don't think, I have any differences with anybody, or, I view X team bigger than Y team or anything like that. I'm here because me and the board were able to find common ground in terms of the vision for football, and particularly the Premier League.
The BFL chairperson further revealed that they have managed to fill all interim board of directors vacant positions. Alec Felamonyake replaces Masegon Chingane as the BFA representative, while representatives from Botswana Premier League teams are Buisane Sekgweni from Nico United, Thapelo Timila from Holy Ghost, Agisanyang Dingal of Morupule Wanderers. Meanwhile, Mochudi Santa Chiefs Victor Kobe represent the National First Division League as part of the board. Jack Disha, Nicholas Zakem, Mfolo and Tebogo Sebego also continue with their positions in the BFL board. Tlamelo Monsusi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Botswana Golden Grand Prix will be back on the athletics calendar of events following a mutual agreement between the conflicting parties in a matter presented this morning before the Botswana High Court Judge President Motswagole Tshepo Motswagole. The Athletics Association, together with the Golden Door Sports Agency, will have to find a new date for the event after consultations with World Athletics. Khomotsos Faku has more details.
Following a prolonged period of misunderstanding between Golden Door Sport Agency and Botswana Athletics Association on the hosting rights of the Botswana Golden Grand Prix, Judge President Motswagole Tshepo Motswagole has asked two parties to reconcile and find amicable solutions that will benefit not only the two, but also the sport fraternity and athletes involved. In an order issued on Friday to Golden Door Sport Agency and BAA after long deliberations, a common ground was established where Glory Dube will receive 10% from sponsorship money exclusive of government funds, as well as 65% from proceeds made from the event. And for better transparency reasons, a shared account between Golden Door and BNSC will also be opened.
Table in terms of continuation of the event and also working together towards achieving what ought to have been achieved or what could have been achieved on the 14th. It's only that now the event would be postponed to a later date and that yet to approach World Athletics in unison now. What transpired in court is that the other party, who's the applicant, was actually or was feeling under threat that his rights were to be revoked somehow. But the actual sense of the case is this now, that there were issues or discrepancies here and there, but they've been ironed out, and in light of everything now, and at the best interest of the nation at large, the event will continue at a later date, dependent on the outcome of the talks between the parties, as they'll be discussing the issues further. And that's the long and short of it.
So they are no longer going to identify as Golden Doors, Botswana National Sports Commission and Botswana Athletics Association. They're just going to identify as one in ensuring that they deliver the best event to Botswana. This event might not going to come, or it is not going to come on the 14th, 2024. Reasons being, there is very little time to deliver the event because of what transpired going to court. But now they have written collectively to World Athletics and requested that World Athletics postponed this event to a future date. I think the parties themselves are going forward, giving you dates in which this event is going to be held in Botswana. I think that's all I can say about the order, which was granted today.
The Botswana Golden Grand Prix was slated for April 14th, but both parties have agreed to postpone the event to a later date after consultation with the World Athletics governing body. Khomotsos Faku, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
With the battle against relegation still wide open, Morupule Wanderers and VTM FC will fight for the much-needed points in a Botswana Premier League game that can determine their relegation status. The two sides are separated by a point and will meet at the Palape Stadium on Saturday. Lydia Puluko has more details of the game.
Morupule Wanderers go into this game on position 14 with 19 points. They accumulated from 4 wins, including their 2-0 victory over Orapa United on Tuesday. Bafana Bamagala have registered 7 draws and lost 9 in the process, and a win in this game will see Philemon Makwengwe's men move out of the relegation zone. The field will rely on players such as Captain Manu Ditsubo, Jackson Lesole, Leroy Mafunga to help them achieve their mandate. The Mamhiko side, VTM, on the other hand, goes into this encounter after a 1-0 loss against Masitauka on Tuesday. Chigoti's men have managed to win 5 games, drew 5 and lost 10 games from the 20 they've played so far. Coach Chigoti will rely on experienced players such as Lemponyi Tshireletso, Lakimukwe Nasviso Mieni, Ayanda Molefe, and Wilfred Ditwani, amongst others, to help them get maximum points. The two sides are separated by a point in the log standings. In other Saturday fixtures, bottom-placed Nico United will be looking for their 3rd win of the season when they face BDF 11 at Samsono Stadium. In another interesting game, Security Systems will lock horns with Holy Ghost. The Alarm Boys will be looking for a win to move into the top 4 bracket on the standings, while Holy Banyana will be looking for a win to help them move away from the relegation zone. At the VTM Arena, Police 11, who played to a goalless draw against Gaborone United on Wednesday night, will face Orapa United. 11 Angels will fight for the maximum points against 3rd placed Gaborone United at Obed Itani Shlume Stadium. On Sunday, Masitauka welcomes log leaders Jwaneng Galaxy at Denaldi Academy, while Traffic lock horns with Suya Flamingos. 2nd place Township Rollers will try to close the 1-point gap between them and log leaders Galaxy when they face Matebele at the National Stadium. Kick-off time for all the games will be at 15:30 hours. Lydia Poloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now wrapping up the Botswana Tonight Sports News, the senior women's national team head coach Alex Basimane Maleti says he's convinced that his charges will give a brilliant performance when they meet Lesotho in an international friendly slated for the Royal Aria Stadium this weekend, despite minor injuries to some of his players. Maleti said this during an interview with the BTV Sport desk at Likidi Football Center. Aban Piet has more details.
Maleti said his players have shown great commitment during training and have promised a top draw performance when they meet Lesotho in an international friendly match scheduled for this weekend at Royal Aria Stadium in Tlokwe. He further revealed that the squad is a mixture of players with international experience and locally based players.
Done well in the previous camp when we traveled to Turkey, and we are also looking to give them an opportunity to play. So far, we have spent some good time on the grass. The players are convincing, they are committed, and we are just looking forward to the games.
Maleti, who also coaches UB Hawks, concluded by explaining that the MES 2.0 campaign is a way of enhancing the team technically and tactically as they prepare for WAFCON 2024.
Our goalkeeper is here, Sagila Mebosecha. She's playing South Africa. Sundowns Mokhabatanda is here. She's playing Zambia. Refilio Tolakele is still out injured, but she has started her rehab. And we wish a speedy recovery. SLN Nakali Kutli and Mason Fandiso, they're in the USA, still held up with school. They're in examination period, so we also had to give them time to prepare. But those who are here, they have arrived, they're okay.
Lesotho Football Association e hlokometse hore team ena ebile se na le nako e telele haholo lo feta di team tse ngata Afrika mona kapa hlahlong ena rona ya SADC. Jwale mosebetsi wa bona ha o so bonahale ha kalokalo. Jwale sepheo sa dipapadi tsena tsa setswalle ko re fela re bonahale re ba atametsa mo re ka gareng team ya rona e bonahala e na le sehlahlo kapa mahlahla a ho hlodisana le di-team tse ding. Re bonahale re wina le rona o bonahale re na le di-cup tse reng ha re le ho tsona ho utlwahala wa Lesotho le teng. Mme sepheo sa different game tsena ntse le yona ntho ena go fela re fihlele kapa re bonahale re ba atametsa mo performance ya bona e ka ba betere ho feta dinako tse fetileng.
On the other side, Lesotho's head coach Shalani Lehotla explained that their team is not as well organized as they would love it to be, but they are trying their best to shape up and sharpen their team so as to improve their performance over the weekend. Aban Piet, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And that is all that we had for you from Botswana Tonight Sports Desk. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night. And of course, let's continue on running behind it. Hashtag changing our thoughts, feelings, as well as our behavior and take Botswana up forward. All right, with that, let me bring it back to Ulibile Samoka. Ulibile.
Jose, you did the best delivery. Let's meet again tomorrow.
Oh, yes, let us meet tomorrow.
Right. Now, let's take a reminder of our top stories. President Masisi officially opened the Lubu small stock auction sale. Chach Chama initiative officially launched. Bennett Mamelodi roped in as an acting CEO of Botswana Football League. Well, that is all we had for you this hour. Do stay with us. Weather's up next.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather focus brought to you by Samuel Ramotont. The following are some of the rainfall amounts that were recorded this morning at 8 o'clock. 52 millimeters at Western High, Primary School 31, at Chadibe North, Primary School 30, at Chakoe Met Station, Sua Met Station, and Mokani, Primary School 27, at Kamani, Primary School 24, at Dakar, Primary School 22, at Grootlagte, Primary School 21, at Mokobani, Primary School 20, at Hansi Met Station, 18 at Soronga Police, 17 at Silipikwe Met Station, 16 at Lishibitze, Primary School 15 at Mau Met Station, 14 at Eastern High, Primary School 12 at Hamajalila, Primary School 10 at Kanahas Primary School, 10 at Makobo Primary School, 10 at Khomu Diatsaba Primary School, 8 at Kudumatse Primary School, 7 at Ramataris Farm, 6 at St. Bernard Primary School, 5 at Tlokweng Border, 4 at Saraming Primary School. Well, the current satellite picture shows cloud movements from the north into the southeastern parts of the country, and this red spot shows developing thunderstorms, may possibly thunder or shower tonight in some areas of the country. As for tomorrow, cloudy conditions are expected over most areas of the country, with possibility of isolated thunder showers over most areas. But over southern, southeast, Gauteng, southern, central, and northeast, we're expecting scattered thunder showers. In the morning, warm temperatures are expected over southern, southeast, Gauteng, and Kwening, with minimums of 17 to 18 degrees Celsius. But over other areas of the country, we're expecting hot temperatures in the morning with the minimums of 20 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, hot temperatures are expected over northern, central, and Chobe, with the maximums of 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. But over most areas of the country, we're expecting warm temperatures with the maximums ranging from 27 to about 32 degrees Celsius. On Sunday, we're expecting cloudy conditions over most areas of the country, with scattered thunder showers over Ngamile, Khanzi, and Kgalagadi. But over the bulk of the country, we're expecting fairly widespread thunder showers. Temperatures will be mild over southern, southeast, Gauteng, southern, central, northeast, while over other areas of the country, we're expecting warm temperatures. Heavy falls and strong winds are expected over most areas on this day. Therefore, the public is advised to take necessary precautions. That's the weather forecast. Have yourself a good night.
Mohau wa morena Jesu o be le rona kaofela mohau wa gago Jehova o be le setšhaba sa go kaofela le lerato la modimo le matshediso a moya.